before we get to the topic at hand, let's go ahead and let's just take a got home yesterday. We're just chilling. Em's in there watching TV. She was watching Dirty Dancing or some shit like that. I don't know. But all right, I'm gonna let this focus and we shall get started. All right, you probably just can't see my head gets cut off. My fucking head gets cut off.
That's why I said if you put it up.
All right, I think I'm good now. What is up, YouTube? This is Chad with Stay Grinding, and today I'm gonna talk about a very, very special topic for me, and it might be very special for a lot of you new guys out there, all right? And that is the truth about CR England, the premier trucking school. It's a lot of the shit that I went through, because as a lot of you guys don't know, and now you probably do, I went to the school in Fontana, California. All right, I'm from San Diego, so the drive wasn't that bad. So let's go ahead, I'll get right into this, but before we get started, I'm gonna let you guys know what you guys can expect to get out of this video. So I'm gonna kind of, you know, give you guys the run through, give you guys the itinerary of what you're gonna be going through as you're going, you know, this 2-week process for in their school, in their class. Also, I'm gonna let you guys know what to expect. I have everything printed out, what you can expect to pay, you know, what the fees are at the end, you know, because yeah, you don't pay anything up front. I mean, if you're like me and you wanted to pay cash, because freight is not the specialized, you know, route that I took within the trucking industry, then I mean, you should know how much you're gonna pay, you know. And even the new guys, that if you are gonna stay with CR England, I mean, you're still gonna pay, because either you're gonna pay the money or you're gonna pay it in your time. I want to say they make you, you know, sign like a 1-year contract with them, that you can't leave. It's like a no competition, which is actually bullshit, because I have friends that left there within like 3 months or 2. Yeah, I think Swift and Night Transportation, they want you to at least have 3 months experience before you can leave, and they'll sit there and they'll sign your contract, so they'll take the debt, which, I mean, you're just moving your debt from one company to the other. So, but before we even get into all of that, let's get started. All right, guys, so this is kind of how shit happened with me. I wanted to get in the trucking industry, so I was like, you know what, I wanted to make some more money. That's what it really came down to. In my industry, we already have truck drivers, and I was like, you know what, money's good. It's a little more stable than what I was making. Let's do it. Let's do it. And so I did. So I signed an application. I filled out an application through CR England. And one of their hiring specialists ended up getting back to me within like 20 minutes. It was awesome. Her name was Brianna Martinez, all right? She got back to me. We went back and forth. She was trying to tell me that there was like $1,150 sign-on bonus that I would get. There was a lot of, you know, stipulations, but I didn't really care about that, because like I said, I wasn't going to sign on with CR England. I was going to pay in cash. The only thing that I really wanted was I needed my driver's license, my commercial driver's license, CDL. So we agreed on a date. They wanted me to go in before like Christmas, all right? I didn't want to do that. For the guys that did go in before Christmas, what I did hear was that they made, you know, some decent coin. If I'm not mistaken, there was like a $2,000 or $2,500 sign-on bonus that they were offered. So, which is pretty nice, but I think you gotta wait like a whole month to get it or something like that. Or they give you like the first half of it in the first week, and then you have to wait like the remainder of the month to get the other half. So $1,000 your first week. Wait another 3 weeks, get another 1,000. Plus you're still getting your earnings that you're getting every week. Not bad, not bad. So look, guys, they gave me my itinerary number and everything. Okay, they gave me the address that I needed to go to, and they gave me the date that I needed to go to. I had to check in on January 6th at the hotel. Now, the main thing that they tell you, okay, and they reiterate this shit time and time and time after again, all right? You need to bring your social security card. You need to bring your birth certificate, all right? A valid California ID, all right? I mean, that, I would see people come in my classroom with like missing one of those pieces of information. And I mean, it's not on the paper that they gave me, but I think they send it in an email. You also have like have to have a bill with your address on it. And you know, a lot of people were, you know, coming in with, you know, everything, but they were missing one piece, and then they got to send you home, and then you got to restart the process all over again. So it sucks. You know, it does suck. So anyways, I was lodging at the Rodeway Inn. All right, it's the one that you'll stay in 1311 RV Center Drive in Colton, California. All right, I think that's the main one. The only way that you don't stay in that hotel is that if it's fucking too packed. All right, so I came in at the first week after Christmas. Let me tell you, I want to say my class was like, we were like 40 deep. We were like 30 or 40 deep. And the class before that was only like 10 or 15 people. So everybody was trying to get their CDL before the beginning of the year. I mean, it's how it looked to me. All right, so you're gonna check in on Sunday. Obviously, CR England, they give you a list of shit that you need to bring. I mean, bring enough change of clothes, you know what I mean? For me, I live in San Diego. I drove up to Fontana. It wasn't that far of a drive. It was like an hour and a half. It wasn't that bad. So I stayed at the Rodeway Inn. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, the place is a shithole. If you're gonna bring your own food, you know, make sure that obviously it can be microwaved. Their microwave, you have to use it in the main lobby. So they do not have microwaves inside of the rooms. They do not. They have a refrigerator. They got 2 beds where you're gonna be sleeping with somebody else. That's at all times mandatory. I mean, in that room, you're gonna be bunked with somebody. You're not gonna have the room by yourself. All right. And so I checked in on the 6th and had all my shit. Like I said, I drove up there because I didn't want to be stranded up there. All right, bring food, bring plenty of food, bring plenty of clothes, or you better have plenty of money. If you smoke cigarettes, I mean, you better have some loot, because you're gonna be spending a lot of money up there. I mean, shit's not cheap, you know what I mean? You're 2 weeks not working, you better have a decent amount of money. I went up there with like close to like 800 bucks. I think by the time I came back, I only had like 200 bucks more, but I was eating good and paying for fuel all the time, so I wasn't really tripping on that. All right, this is just some of the shit that she sent me. They say that their average driver in the industry makes like 41,000. They're saying that CR England, their drivers make 54,000 plus a year. Okay, that's over 12,000 more than the reported industry average. First year drivers are gonna make an average of 42,400 after training, if you can see that. That's what they sent me. All right. So first things first. I drove. Class starts at 6. They want you there at 6 o'clock on time. If not, the first day they're gonna give you shit. All right. Look, my first interpretations of it was, they want to play hard ass because they want you to understand that they're serious about everything. Okay, they really are. But in the end, they're gonna kind of back down because they need you. They need the numbers. That's just the way it is. don't go in there smoking weed, because I'm gonna let you know, like the first 2 days, they're running everybody on drug tests, all right? And they get the test back quick, and I'm talking quick. So if you go in there, you're smoking weed, you're coming off of fucking Molly, ecstasy, cocaine, anything with that hasn't gotten out of your system within like 72 hours or less, I wouldn't even waste your time, because they're gonna fucking catch it. They're gonna send you home. Now, granted, if you don't have a car, you know, they send you up on a Greyhound bus. If you fail a test, you have to pay your own way back home. So think about that shit, all right? All right, school started at 6 a.m. I got to leave whenever the fuck I wanted to. If you came there on the Greyhound bus, then you have to, you got to leave at 4:30. You got to be ready for the bus that's going to take you to school at 4:30. All right, 4:30 a.m. Then you get there, class starts at 6. They kind of corral everybody in. Like I said, we had like 30 or 40 classmates. They kind of corral everybody in the classroom, and then you deal with a guy named Mike. Mike likes to listen to himself fucking talk a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. This guy, he doesn't stop talking. So I would just say, get in there. You're not in there to fucking shoot the shit with everybody. You know what I mean? You're in there to get your CDL. So just remember that. They're gonna go around passing out this, okay? This is the exact same one I got. It is from Momax Truck Driving School, okay? It's the general knowledge, it's your combinations, your air brakes, yada, 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 okay? You got about 2-3 days to practice that shit once you get there. So you get there on Monday, you better know this shit by Wednesday, all right? And then on Wednesday, in the midday, not only do they tell you that you need to know all of this, which is your 3 tests, your general knowledge, combinations, and your air brakes, then on Wednesday, they're gonna hit you with one more packet. It's not as thick as this one, but it has like 6 pages. It's for your Class C. In the state of California, you also need to retake your Class C if you haven't taken it within the last 30 days, all right? That's that. So by Wednesday night, better know all your shit. Why? Thursday, they're gonna take you to the DMV. They're gonna corral everybody up in vans, and they're gonna take you down the street. You're gonna go take your test, all right? Me, I didn't pass it on my first try. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't pass it on Thursday. I went back there on Friday, passed that shit. All right, so it is what it is. I was fucking nervous. I suck at tests. I'm not even gonna lie. I fucking hate tests. Now I could take it today and I know fucking everything. You know what I mean? But then, no. Okay, the one thing I did want to say, guys, in week 1 is they tell you that you have the first week, all right, for free, basically. And it's true, because you go, by the time you take your test and you come back to the classroom, they're literally having you fill out your loan paperwork, all right? And we're gonna get into this. So as far as the loan paperwork goes, all right, if you fail, then obviously you don't get this far, but the moment that you sit there and you get into the field is going to be the moment that they start charging you, all right? That's what it is. So the cost for their class is $59.95, $5,995 if you pay it all right then and there, all right? That's what it is. For me, it was just a stepping stone that I had to pay. It's tax write-off, so fuck, why not? You know what I mean? But here's the main thing. So they hit you with the 18% interest, and they give you a 5-year loan. So with that 18% interest, if you do not go through with your 1 year with CR England, if you just leave, 18.99% interest on $59.95 comes out to $93.28 with 80 cents. That's $9,328 with 80 cents on 5 years on your loan. It's just pretty crazy. All right, I'm gonna show you guys. If you can see that, $5.99, 18.9%, 5 years on the loan, $93.28 with 80 cents. All right. Then the next page that you're gonna sign is the finance charge. All right, so obviously they're saying that the 18.99% over a 5-year loan, they're saying that it's gonna accumulate to $3,333 with 0 cents. That's even. All right, on a 60-month loan term, they're saying that your monthly payments are gonna be $155.48, okay? Says it right there. 60 months, $155.48. And as you guys can see, all the rest of that shit, I'll kind of zoom it out right there. Boom. All right. That's what it is. And then they give you a bunch of, you know, loan programs where you can kind of get different different interest rates. Basically, they can give you, you know, Perkins for students is a 5% fixed. Stafford for students is a 4.45 for fixed, and Plus for parents and graduates or professional students is 7% fixed. It's, you know, as you guys can see that. And then everything, I mean, is like a DocuSign, so you're putting your signature on everything. So they pretty much got you. Once you step out on that field, they got you. So, and then the last one was just, you know, that's the dollar amount that I paid out full, which was $59.95. So I didn't have to worry about any of that bullshit, but it's what it is. This is the copies that they give you, but I did have to pay this. I did have to pay this amount to get out of it. So yeah, like I said, it was a tax write-off for me, so it's not that bad. All right. Then I passed it on Friday. Then Saturday, you're gonna go back in the room with Mike and you are going to watch videos. It's fucking boring as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. And Mike's talking, and then you're gonna watch videos that are like back from like the 90s, okay? No bullshit. The trucks are cab overs. If you know what a cab over is, they're old ass trucks. But I guess some of the content is still, you know, to date because they still show it. All right. Then Saturday, you only go to school for a half day. And this is when bringing your car is fucking awesome. Because on Saturday it's a half day, and then they tell you that Sunday you get off. So what did I do? I drove back to San Diego and I said, fuck it, I'm going home. I'm going to visit my wife, I'm going to visit my kids for the weekend. Because they tell you that's the only weekend, the only day that you will get off. No bullshit. The next week, you will be working all Saturday and you will be working all Sunday. There's no half days. That's when it's crunch time. They need to shove a serious amount of shit in your brains to where you get it, so that way you are ready to take the test. So I took the remainder of Saturday off. Sunday, came back Sunday night, checked in my hotel, and then Monday when we got back to business, okay? All right, guys, so that was part 1 of the video. Hope you guys liked it. Stay tuned for part 2, which is week 2 of the school Premier Trucking CR England. All right, so until next time, don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer them, and stay tuned for part 2. All right, deuces.